Thanks for joining us for Midday. I'm Melissa Royster. Members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are honoring the late President Russell M. Nelson, who died in his Salt Lake City home a little over a week ago. Today, the church is holding a viewing at the Conference Center on Temple Square. That's where we find our ABC4 anchor, Sarah Murphy. Sarah, I know you've been there since 9 a.m. when doors open to the public. How are things going there?
Yeah, good morning to you, Alyssa. I want to give you guys a look. I'm right here on the southwest corner of the Conference Center at Temple Square in downtown Salt Lake City. And as you mentioned, it's been a busy few days here. Just last night, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints wrapped up its 195th semi-annual General Conference, and that's right inside this conference center. But today, what's going on inside looks a little bit different. Again, they're having a viewing to honor the late 17th president of the church, Russell M. Nelson, and it has been a busy few hours. Let's take a look at that. It started earlier this morning. Crowds gathered before the doors even opened at 9 o'clock to pay their respects to the late church president. You see those groups, they patiently gathered on the south center of the conference center, lining up those steps, waiting their turn to enter the doors, ultimately entering the conference center. All we spoke with today say they were honoring a man they looked up to and remember their favorite principles he taught.
Everything. The temples, for one. Promises of us all being together. Unity, being peacemakers, loving one another, letting little things go.
Simple things like think celestial. When things are just going really bad, I try to think, okay, think celestial. What can I pick out that's good about this situation?
I want to make you aware of this. That second woman we just heard from, her name's Judy. She's visiting Salt Lake this weekend from Nebraska. Timing worked out well for her. She was visiting for General Conference over the weekend, and today she stayed to pay her respects and honor President Russell M. Nelson. For many members who we spoke with today, the big question is, what happens next? Where do we go from here? And we want to talk a little bit about that now. ABC4's Kaylee Ann has spent the morning here talking with members about their thoughts on that. We'll send it over to her.
What happens now and who will be the next prophet? But regardless, although President Nelson is gone, his legacy will live on.
He has changed the hearts of so many members of the church and warmed our hearts and brought us closer to the Savior.
Every time he spoke, every time he looked at you, you felt like he personally loved you.
After saying their final goodbyes, members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are now thinking about the future. Current president of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, President Dallin H. Oaks, is believed to become the next prophet of the church.
It's interesting with the timing with his professional background. Being involved in a lot of political things with just what's going on with the world right now and all the unrest regarding that, it feels fitting.
Traditionally, the most senior apostle becomes the next church president. Oaks is 93 years old, the same age President Nelson was when he became prophet of the church. If you could describe Oaks, how would you describe him and his leadership?
Commitment to our discipleship of Jesus Christ.
I think he's very understanding.
He is to the point, matter of fact, and he's going to get it done.
During Nelson's time as church prophet, he was considered by many as a peacemaker, something members hope to see as they move forward.
You know, it's really needed in the world, especially right now, and if we can all be peacemakers and seek to understand first, then be understood, then the world will be a lot better.
I love to see the progression of how the church is moving forward, and with President Nelson, he warmed our hearts and prepared us for the second coming, and I truly believe that President Oaks is going to strengthen us and give us the courage and the strength to proceed forth.
We still don't exactly know when church leaders will sustain a new prophet, but they did say it will happen after Nelson's funeral and burial. Once we find that out, we will be sure to update you both over the air and online at abc4.com. Reporting in Salt Lake City, Kaylee Ann, ABC4 News.
Kaylee, thank you very much. Now, she mentioned those funeral services. Today is just day one of what they have scheduled. Tomorrow, at this same place, at the conference center, is President Nelson's scheduled funeral. It will be here beginning at 12 o'clock is when it's scheduled. We will be carrying that live for you. We'll have extra extended coverage for you on ABC4 News tomorrow. So make sure you stick with us both on air, online, and on our streaming app, News for Utah Plus. In the meantime, I want to leave you with a look of what we're seeing here. Again, here at the conference center in the plaza at Temple Square, you see people still gathering behind me. An active day. It hasn't slowed down. Again, doors open for today's viewing for the late president at 9 o'clock. They're scheduled to be open until 8 o'clock tonight. We are speaking with people in line. We're also going to give you a glimpse of what you can see when you enter into that viewing room. That's going to be coming up tonight on ABC4 News at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, so stay tuned for then. In the meantime, I'll leave you live here at the conference center. Sarah Murphy, ABC4 News.